Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the inventor of the CTKS method and BORSOG trading. If you're new, a very warm welcome and welcome back KS family. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth and positive excellence in the process. And please note, I don't have WhatsApp or Telegram. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin is currently down 1.98% to 17,407. Ethereum is down 2.92% to 1270. We can see in the main markets what we saw: Dow Jones, S&P 500, Nasdaq and the Russell 2000 all came down over 2%. The US 10-year went up, the VIX spiked, gold and Bitcoin and crude oil came down. It's important to understand price is always moving in a wave. It's always going up or down. But the key is, what could have potentially driven this? Let's have a look at the statistics. When we see core retail sales, that actually decreased. This is what the Fed wants. It wants demand destruction. So that's a tick. It would be happy for that. Empire State Manufacturing Index came way down. The Fed would be thrilled for that. People losing their jobs. Fantastic. That's what the Fed wants, to bring inflation down. It can only do demand destruction. Retail sales coming down. Fantastic. The Fed says, I'm so happy. Wonderful. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, that came down as well. Excellent. But what about unemployment claims? Unemployment claims also came down. So the Fed is saying, fantastic, demand destruction everywhere. Then the question becomes, we need to look more deeply. What is going on here? When we look at the 9 sell-offs and recoveries in the S&P 500 since 1966, we can see that we've done a very good leg up. Now, is this leg starting to fall over? Is it starting to decay? Where will it actually find support, or will it fall through and create some kind of GFC type crisis? This is very, very important, and the CTKS method can help to solve that question. And what is the CTKS method? It is the standards-based process to reveal smart money buy and sell levels from any price chart. Let's do it. Let's look at where the smart money is buying. We can see these zones in the SPX or the S&P 500. Current price is 38.95. We can see a lot of smart money support between 37.66 and 38.27. We can see that this is a very green area. That is, if price moves down to here, moves into this zone, and then recovers back up, it's absolutely fantastic for the markets. And you might say, Ken, how is this possible? The Fed is trying to destroy the entire market, the US economy. A lot of people say we can't beat the Fed, but the concept is the Fed is always reactive to the market. We'll look more deeply into this context, but we have to cover 2 more scenarios. What if, for example, the SPX, the S&P 500, falls down to this region, 36.26 to 37.22, and this is all formed through the CTKS method, which is available on ctksmethod.org if you're not inside the masterclass. This particular area is still an area of support, but it's getting a little bit wobbly if it's positive or negative. Of course, if it rebounds, it's positive, but it could go to the downside. That's why it's more kind of amber in color. It's like a neutral traffic light, like the caution traffic light. Where is the red area? If we actually keep on coming down in terms of price on the S&P 500 to this 35.31 to 35.59 level, this is the red area. It could actually go down further and have a lot more negative bias if we get into that price structure. And the key thing to understand, the CTKS method does not mark up recent price action. It's actually formed. These charts are formed by Objective Dynamic Market Structure Analysis, or ODMS, and it's only available in the CTKS method. Let's have a look at the E-mini S&P 500 futures. I just want to take you through this to give you an understanding of how these SL levels work. SL levels are called Stanfield levels. They are derived from the CTKS method. What we're actually seeing here, the S&P 500 futures, what did it try to do? Tried to get above a level of resistance, couldn't get down, pinged that level of support and then held around it. If you were looking at the S&P 500 futures without this, it would look like this. Pretty barren. What about this? When you actually see what it's doing and reveals smart money buy and sell levels, it's just unbelievable. It literally is unbelievable. When you actually get above a level of structural selling, the magnetization is towards the next level. And that's exactly what price did. But we saw it blew up here. And the smart money sellers were up there and saying, no, you're not going any further. This 41.9250 has been inside the market for quite some time. The key concept to understand, when you know these smart money buy and sell levels, you're at an incredible advantage. What happened? The sellers pushed it down. It lost this key SL at 40.93. Price tried to get back up to that SL at 40.93, but it didn't work. And you notice it pinged that line of strong support at 39.96. And what's happened just recently? It's broke down through that line. It got caught by a couple of minor levels of smart money buying support, but we can see it's currently above 38.83, and there's a degree of support within the market structure at the moment. You notice we're not looking at recent price action at all. This is market structure analysis, and it's only available through the CTKS method. Why don't we look at recent price action, and why don't we just say, oh, okay, there's a level of resistance here and a level of support there, and that must be the case, because these financial instruments have been trading for many, many years, in some cases hundreds of years. Marking up all of price history is doing your due diligence, and that's what's available through the CTKS method. The next level to keep your eye on is this 38.83, but we know that there's always three-dimensional decision making. And why are we looking at the S&P 500? Because it's ruling the stock market. And it also impacts other asset classes, including crypto. If the S&P 500 comes down, what could happen to crypto? It's pretty easy to see. With the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Russell coming down, of course Bitcoin came down. And if Bitcoin comes down, what does the entire crypto market do? It comes down as well. In the past trading session, we saw the VIX start to spike up. Has it indeed formed a higher low? This is a low, this is a low, but this low is higher than that one. That could signify a trend change. And if we look at this, that is on the cards. Maybe the VIX is fueling. Our CTKS global family shines in the red days. We were born in the red, we shine in the red. We love the red. We've got no problems with the red. And we look at the Nasdaq 100, you can see that it actually has come down with the spike in fear. But it's also the spike in the DXY. We've got a bit of a dual crisis happening inside the market at the moment. If the VIX actually starts to come up and the dollar starts to come up, for example, the dollar as a safe haven, flight to safety, this could throw negative momentum onto the markets and, of course, onto Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin's gravity in here in the blue. As the markets came down, what did Bitcoin do? It came down. But no, Bitcoin is still in an uptrend. So just be aware of this. We have to have an open mind. As professionals, we always have three-dimensional decision making. Looking at the risk on behavior through junk bonds, what we can see, risk on is still on. It's not come out of the market yet. So even though things look red, they may not be. Bond prices came up, bond yields went down. Look at gold, it absolutely crushed itself down. But there's a little bit more to this picture than what might first meet the eye. I'm going to go through gold with the CTKS method to give you a deeper insight into what you're looking at. When we look at gold's directional price like this, it can be really hard to figure out where the true smart money buy and sell levels are, but I'm going to show you. When we look into gold futures, we can see gold currently trading at 1786. What happened recently? We saw gold test and tap these two very strong levels of smart money selling at 1829.50 and 1832.20. And what happened? The sellers were just simply too powerful. And we could see this because the next smart money buy level, the support level here, was at 1819 and 4. What we saw is that gold could not hold that price. It came down to the next smart money buy level, hovered around there and went lower. Where are the next smart money buy levels? Where is the support coming in? It's coming in at 1768, 1767.10 and 1765.80. Remember that these lines are formed through objective dynamic market structure. It's like anything the world has ever seen before. If you want to get your hands on these levels, these SL levels, and they're literally a license to print money, but they're also a way to sleep better at night, just come across to the CTKSmethod.org. Just scroll down to this particular area, the CTKS Method service. And this is all about joining the 5% who know and the 95% who guess. Just leave them. You want to be the 5% who know. And these charts are all marked up with the CTKS method. And this particular service is available for $39 a month. Usually it's $99. If you register your interest, only if you register below in this particular area and lock in your lifetime discount at $39 per month, it will never ever increase. Sorry, Jerome, no inflation here. This is a very special pre-release price, and of course you don't have to pay anything. No payments are due until the service is active. You're only locking in your discount, and you can choose to take it or not when it comes available as a service. The concept is you'll save hours of marking up the charts, and you'll see charts at the highest level of quality because we create them. And if you want to learn how to do the CTKS method and apply it to your own charts, you can have a look at Level 1 certification. And there's a very, very special deal that's being currently offered now. If you just go to Step 1, apply that $300 discount. Whoa, what a Christmas present. What an investment in yourself to be able to do this yourself. And you can just simply go to Step number 2 and buy at the discounted price. Of course, you actually get a certificate of completion as well. So it's really, really cool. We need to keep our eye on the DXY, which is currently 105.130. There's a smart money resistance level at 105.357 and a higher one at 105.663. The lower support level, the smart money support level, is 104.392. And please note, these are not from recent price action. When people look from recent indicative price action, they create what's called SBA, or story-based analysis. It's like the tale of the 6 blind men, examining all different parts of an elephant. The elephant was just the elephant, but this particular guy said, oh no, this is a tail, oh this is a foot, oh this is a belly, oh this is soft like an ear, because it is an ear. This is really hard like a tusk, and this is all wet and slimy because it's the trunk. What actually happened is that market participants do this all the time because they don't use the CTKS method. In fact, what you need to do is you need to see the market in its fullness and entirety, and that's what the CTKS method does. When you're looking at the DXY like this, you're seeing the complete elephant, not just the tusk, not just the tail. One key stock that we need to watch is Apple. If you looked at Apple's price structure here from an objective dynamic market structure level, you'll know where the support and resistance levels truly are, the smart money buy and sell levels. And they're right here. There's a lot of support underneath Apple's price currently. Apple is post 136.30. It's just below a smart money sell level at 137.32 and 139.83. You can see below 135.10 and a cluster at 131.66, 131.89 and 132.44. Now, why do we look at Apple? Because Apple is a really good indicator of where the main markets are going. We saw the main markets selling down. Apple is an absolute behemoth. The good thing that we see, there's a lot of support coming up for Apple. And because there's a lot of support, we would expect the major indices to actually find a level of support down further. And this is incredibly important. Without this information, without understanding and looking through multiple charts, you literally have no idea where the market is going. And you join the 95% of people that guess. We don't want to guess, we want to know. Looking at the crypto market, at total crypto market capitalization, we can see that the entire market found support and then bounded up to the next smart money sell level at 840.588 billion. What did it do? It came down and it found support at the $808 billion mark. We can see total crypto market cap is currently $805 billion. The next level of smart money support is at that $799 billion. And if you're part of the CTKS Method service, you know all the support levels below and all of them above, the resistance levels above. And that's where you know what smart money knows. And that's why it's so important. When you look at charts like this, you need to know how things are moving, and you need to look at as many charts as you can possibly look at. Why is that? Because you need to form your daily three-dimensional risk management code. So let's have a look at that. We know that we control the trade or investment, but the market controls the return, and that's based on your active learning, your knowledge and your courage. And the market penalizes blame and gambling. To help us make the market move in our direction, we have a daily three-dimensional risk management code called the CTKS code. The first part of this code is to figure out where the market is going. What did the market do today? What is it doing right now? Is it going down? Is it neutral or going up? And you pop that in right at the front of the code. Where do you anticipate the market to go in the next 24 hours? We know that we control the trade or investment, but the market controls the return, and that's based on your active learning, your knowledge and your courage. And the market penalizes blame and gambling. To help us make the market move in our direction, we have a daily three-dimensional risk management code called the CTKS code. The first part of this code is to figure out where the market is going. What did the market do today? What is it doing right now? Is it going down? Is it neutral or going up? And you pop that in right at the front of the code. Where do you anticipate the market to go in the next 24 hours? Will it go down, neutral, or up? And you just take the first letter and you pop it up there of the highest weighted percentage. Then you think about your portfolio. If the market goes in the direction that you predict, what will happen to your actual portfolio? What percent do you believe will go down? Stay neutral, that is generally cash. And what do you think will go up? These are basically inverters. If the market is coming down, that's an inverter. This helps you to do portfolio management and how to think constructively about what you actually invest and trade in. The most important thing to do is your synchronization factor. The markets are always trying to desynchronize market participants. Money will always flow between the synchronized and desynchronized. The desynchronized fund the synchronized, but the synchronized are always getting desynchronized as well. Please let me know in the comments, what is your CTKS code for today? This is not about being right or wrong. It's about improving. Remember, the market is trying to desynchronize you. It literally exists to desynchronize. Looking at Bitcoin's current price and market structure, Bitcoin is currently trading at 17,396. We can see that Bitcoin tried to come up and ping the 18,428 level of smart money resistance. No chance there. There were too many sellers. This is why knowing where the market structure is a literal game changer. And what did we notice? We noticed that the max pain levels in the options market came up but not the one for today, which is a $329 million expiration, and max pain is still at 17,000. It looks as though we're trying to challenge that level. And you can see from a couple of days ago, 3 days ago, that $17,000 level of max pain did not change. It was still inside the market. So the options market gave us a bit of a comprehension on where Bitcoin could be headed directionally. And that means the entire crypto market, not just Bitcoin. As Bitcoin moves, so do your beloved alts. If we lose this current smart money buy level at 17,426, we're off to the next smart money buy level at 16,653. If we maintain it, the potential is that we go up to the 18,428 level, but not just in a straight line. It doesn't work that way. Price is always moving in waves. Always. You get all of these short liquidations and then you get long liquidations. And talking about liquidations, let's have a look at them and the shorts and the longs. The markets were really green yesterday, and that's often a sign that smart money uses to say, retail, please come in. I want to take your money. So you've got to be aware of the underpinning market structure. It's an absolute license to print money when you understand it. We can see this negative momentum. So many longs were hit. They were trying to come in and just add fuel to this fire. But the shorts have been liquidating them. But the shorts, you can see, the shorts are actually losing a bit of interest as well. So this is a very fascinating thing. Let's have a look at total liquidations. We've seen 45.14 million in total liquidations across 13,094 positions. That's like weekend trading liquidations. Across the past 24 hours, 91% of total liquidations have been long. What about the past 12 hours? Whoa, 94% long. What about the past 4 hours? Ooh, 90% long. Poor old longs. What about the past hour? Oh, 99.56% long. The poor old longs have been having a bad day. But it's not too many in terms of total liquidations. And one thing to note from the shorts behavior, they're not piling in. The shorts are not completely convinced that this is a negative price momentum move. The greatest gainers in the past 24 hours, Cello, XDC, Chiliz, BSV, IMX, APT, and NEO. The greatest losers are USDN, TON, XCN, Phantom, Dash, Arweave, and Clayton. Looking into the top 8 cryptos, we can see Bitcoin's gravity just pulling Ethereum down, pulling it up, pulling it down. It's almost like Bitcoin is the puppeteer to the entire crypto market. When people understand this concept, it's literally a game changer because you need to look at Bitcoin. But what is Bitcoin influenced by? It's influenced by the stock market. That's exactly why we look through the stock market first, because if we don't know where Bitcoin is going. Then we look through total, we look through Bitcoin, because if you don't know where the main markets are going, you don't know where Bitcoin is going, you do not know where your beloved alts are going. Please don't guess, know. We saw recently that BNB was under pressure because there were news articles out there that basically said BNB is being investigated for criminal negligence. But the key to understand, that's really old news. It's rebadged. But it didn't stop Binance from actually moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. When prices came up, you saw this massive recovery. And when it comes to trading, that's a massive recovery. That's literally a massive amount of movement. And this is what we love. We love these kind of spiky alternatives because they can make really good returns. But you must, of course, know what you're doing. XRP is following Bitcoin's gravitational pull. And we can see that Doge is doing the same. Doge is very sensitive. It's a very sensitive crypto. And you might say, Ken, how can you say it's sensitive? You can see it in the sell downs. You can see it right here. Over accentuations in price indicate sensitivity. You always want to pay attention to sensitivity. It's nice to be sensitive. ADA, we can see ADA following Bitcoin's gravity, but of course weaker at the moment. And that's what the alts will do. As Bitcoin comes down, the alts will come down more. And that's why Bitcoin is kind of good, but it's kind of bad. Because when it reverses, when Bitcoin goes up, the alts absolutely explode. It's always alt season. A lot of people say, oh, alt season is only during this period of time. We know that's not actually the case. The alts will follow Bitcoin's gravity. We see it every single day, 7 days a week, year in, year out. It's just a fact. And let's have a look at DOT. DOT is not doing too badly. It's kind of inverting at the moment. Look at, for example, Doge coming down, but look at DOT starting to spike up. Go Gavin! What about Litecoin? Oh, Litecoin has put on a lot of weight recently, but Litecoin was floating just weeks ago. Turning to the objective dynamic smart money buy and sell levels on Ethereum, we can see Ethereum hit a level of smart money sell pressure and it just couldn't get above it. That was at 1328. Ethereum is currently 1264. We can see it's just hovering around multiple levels of one level of resistance, but multiple levels of support. One at 1262.50, one at 1248.80, and a lower one at 1198.94. Getting this perspective on the market is an absolute game changer. You can go from feeling anxiety to feeling that you know what's going on, because these structural levels are formed through ODMS, which is only available through CTKS Method Standards Certification. We saw recently that Binance Coin lost a lot of smart money support, and where did it come down to? Look at how it pings these smart money buy levels and spikes the buy level below it. This is literally a license to print money when you understand how these work. Even though we came down to this smart money buy level at 255.70, we actually pinged back up to a smart money sell level at 279.30 and a stronger one at 281.40. And we've just recently lost this smart money support level, this buy level, at 266. And Binance Coin is currently below it. And if you want to see all the levels above and below, just register for the CTKS Method service. And then you will know what smart money knows. When you look at a price chart, you should be looking for ODMS. You should be looking for where the structural support and resistance levels are, formed from all of price action. You don't want to get a tusk or a tail or an ear or a trunk. You need to see the entire elephant, and you can do that through the CTKS method. When we look at Solana, Solana is following Bitcoin's gravity, but you can see it's a bit stronger. Go Solana. And when we look at Tron, Tron is also following Bitcoin's gravity, but a bit stronger as well. SHIB is moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. Uni is looking weaker. AVAX is pretty much aligned. Link is showing weakness. And when we look at Atom, Atom is showing weakness as well, as is Stellar. A very beautiful comment from yesterday's video. Crypto Badger said, "I've just finished Level 1 certification. I'm blown away by the content. Ken, you're a genius and a true inventor. It is technical analysis at its highest level. What amazes me is that anyone can learn it no matter what the level of knowledge you go in with. Ken is a very skilled teacher who builds up your knowledge throughout in a very precise and scientific way. On our part, we have to go slow to go fast and commit to active learning." And for all the people who are going through Level 1 certification and Level 2 certification, please make sure that you do and follow along and mark up the SPY as I am doing. Don't just go automatically into your beloved, whatever that is, crypto or stock or anything. Please don't do that. Just follow the SPY. Crypto Badger says, "Hard work without patience equals failure. Patience without hard work equals failure. Hard work with patience equals success." Not knowing the information in this class is way too expensive. This is the way I want to trade for life. Without any doubt, this TA technical analysis is far superior to anything in existence. It is pure joy and a true blessing to learn it. Thank you so much, my friend. That's really, really beautiful comments. The way to learn the CTKS method, if you're not inside the masterclass, is to go to ctksmethod.org. Just scroll down the page to level 1 certification and you get a certificate of completion when you're finished. Just click on the button, View Level 1 Certification. Make sure step 1, apply your beautiful $300 discount. Wow, that's massive. What an investment in yourself. And then buy at the discounted price. And you can see down here what's actually going on in terms of the content. And when you're finished, you get this certificate. So please make sure that you register with the name that you want to show on the certificate. If you would like to do the masterclass, just pop across to www.cryptotechnicalanalysis.org and the masterclass is just under this link. You can see it has a lot of lessons, 211, but it's got the price tag to go with it because it's worth it, undeniably so. And if you're in the masterclass, the LV series has level 1 and level 2 certification inside of it. Please note, you do not get a certificate as part of the masterclass. And the other thing to note, if you just join the masterclass, you'll find that the LV section actually unlocks 28 days after you join. So this is another thing to keep in mind. It's not instant access, but what you learn is the CTKS method version 1. Version 1 is incredibly powerful. And version 2 is the standardized process. Part of the CTKS method is the CTKS creed, which primes our mind for profitability and happiness in life. These are a series of positive affirmation statements you just say to yourself. They're important because they get rid of fear and install courage. Acting on fear creates the fear. We don't want to do that. We need to act with courage, but also knowledge. Here is the creed. I know the universe wants me to succeed. Every day I show kindness, integrity, and gratitude. I know opportunities in life reset daily. I am worthy. I go slow to go fast. I start small and scale with BORSOG. Life pullbacks give me the strength for the next life rally. I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame. And I never let a problem beat me because I solve it with positive excellence. If you have family or friends who could benefit from positive excellence and what we do here each and every day, please introduce them to our community by sharing a video. We'd love to see them here. We have one of the best communities on YouTube. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.